Well, today the man accused of killing 2 teens at a Lorain Airbnb faced a judge.
And we're learning that the owners should never have been operating to begin with.
Noel Williams with the story from Lorain tonight.
The suspect, 19-year-old Alexander Gibbons, he faced a Lorain judge earlier today. He was handed no bond and pleaded not guilty to the charges handed to him. When it comes to that deadly shooting at a Lorain Airbnb, it's an Airbnb that city leaders say should not have been operating because it was not registered. And we now know the 2 people who sadly lost their lives, 2 teens from Elyria, 17-year-old Silas Henry and 18-year-old Mark Taylor. Longtime Lorain resident Daniel Booth shares his thoughts on short-term rentals in the city, especially this one on Washington Avenue, where 2 lives were cut short.
Well, I believe they all should have some kind of camera system within them, and then they would have evidence for cases that are like what's going on with this one young kid right now.
We spoke with Booth outside the city's courtroom. That's where the accused killer, Alexander Gibbons, pleaded not guilty to several charges, including felonious assault. He was denied bond before cameras could catch him. This Ring camera footage captures the moments those deadly shots were fired just before 3 a.m. Sunday. A 17-year-old and an 18-year-old were killed here at this home, where you can find Airbnb instructions listed on the front door. It's a place city officials say none of them should have ever been at. The city's building, housing, and planning director tells 19 News, quote, "The property is registered as a rental property, not a short-term rental. We are following up with a cease and desist regarding non-compliance with the short-term rental code." Lorain requires short-term rental operators to complete an annual registration, including a state background check. Booth says the violation should come with consequences.
Well, they should be fined. I mean, you know, because if they didn't have the right qualifications.
We reached out to the owner of this short-term rental about the violation, but we have not heard back at the time of this story airing. However, the owner previously shared a statement. It says, quote, "We are cooperating fully with law enforcement's investigation. Out of respect for those involved, we won't be commenting further at this time. Thank you." 19 News will keep our eyes open to see if we receive any response from the owner of that home. Now, the city says they do not plan on making any changes when it comes to their policies for short-term rentals after the shooting. And as for Gibbons, his next court date is scheduled for August 24th. In Lorain, Noel Williams, 19 News.